Our topic is all about alternative energy resources. What is alternative energy resources? Energy does not come from fossil fuels and thus produces little to no greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide or CO2. This means that energy produced from alternative sources contribute to the greenhouse effect which is climate change. This includes renewable sources and nuclear. Nuclear is not classified as a renewable energy source. A renewable energy source is produced from sources that do not deplete or can be replenished or are one within a human's lifetime. Nuclear is produced from mined elements like uranium and thorium which cannot be replenished. What is an advantage of the alternate energy resources? First is wind energy, one of the cleanest and most accessible sources of energy. The second is solar energy, is completely renewable. The third is nuclear energy. This is taken from the core of atom. The fourth is hydrogen gas, a notable stake in the global fuel market. The fifth is tidal energy, only produce a small amount of energy so far. Sixth is biomass energy. This type of energy can come in several forms. And lastly but not the least, biofuels, used biological matter, animal and plant.
What is solar energy? The solar energy is any type of energy generated by the sun. Solar energy can be harnessed directly or indirectly for human use. These solar panels, mounted on a rooftop in Germany, harvest solar energy and convert it to electricity. What is the example of solar energy? The solar energy example is radiation light and heat from the sun that is harnessed using a range of technologies such as solar power to generate electricity, solar thermal energy, including solar water. The benefits of solar energy is a renewable energy which is inexhaustible and obtained from the heat from the electromagnetic radiation from the sun. It generates electricity and heat in a manner which is entirely sustainable and free. The solar energy renewable. Solar energy does not produce air pollution or greenhouse. The heat energy extracted from inside the earth in the form of hot water or steam is called geothermal energy. The word geo means earth, so geothermal energy means energy of earth. They noted the earth contains hot rocks and molten are part in the molten states. The temperature of hot rocks is about 200 degrees Celsius. You may be thinking, did by the temperature of the earth cold is high? Well, the answer is very simple. It is because of heat is generated from radioactive decay of minerals and continual heat loss from out formation and in underground comes in contact. It is hot rock due to high pressure temperature because to the surface is hot spring gases or steam wind. We can utilize steam as source of energy in many different ways.
And now I will explain what is biomass and biogas.
What is biomass? Biomass energy is an industry term that refers to obtaining energy by burning wood, plants and other organic matter. Manner, for example, is organic materials. Energy in most cases refers to electricity. Biomass is organic material that comes from plants and animals. When we generate biomass energy, we are using energy that originally come from the sun. Trees and other plants use a process we call photosynthesis to absorb the sun energy. Wood, for example, release its chemical energy as heat when we burn it. We can either burn biomass directly or convert into biogas or liquid biofuels. House waste. In many countries, people have to separate their household waste. We can burn some of this waste to generate electricity in power stations. We can also convert into biogas in landfills. Human sewage manure. We can convert human sewage and animal manure into biogas, which we can then use as a fuel. Renewable energy is energy that never depletes. Biomass energy is renewable energy. It does not matter how much organic material we use. Tomorrow there will always be more of it. Solar energy, wind energy, hydropower, and geothermal energy are types of renewable energy.
And that's all about biomass energy. Next is biogas energy.
What is biogas? Biogas is an energy-rich gas produced by anaerobic decomposition or thermochemical conversion of biomass. Biogas is composed mostly of methane, the same compound in natural gas, and carbon dioxide. What is biogas energy example? Animal manure, food scraps, wastewater, and seaweeds are examples of organic matter that can be generated biogas through anaerobic digestion. Due to the high methane content, typically 50 to 75%, biogas is flammable and therefore produce a deep blue flame and can be used as energy source. How does biogas energy work? Biogas plants rely on anaerobic digestion, a fermentation process in which waste is digested by microbes to produce methane gas biogas. The waste can be converted into biofertilizer and spread directly into fields, or the biogas itself can be used interchangeably with natural gas fuel. What is the advantage of biogas? The advantages are: biogas is a green energy source in form of electricity and heat for the local grid. Considerable environmental advantages: less emission of the greenhouse gases methane and nitrous oxide, environmentally friendly recirculation of organic waste from industry and household. What is the disadvantage of biogas? An unfortunate disadvantage of biogas today is that the system used in the production of biogas are not efficient. There are no new technologies yet to simplify the process and make it sustainable and low cost. This means large-scale production to supply for a large population is still not possible. And that's all. Thank you.
Hydrogen is number 1. It's the first thing in the periodic table of elements. This is because it's the simplest element. It has only one proton. It's almost the most abundant element in the universe.
Over 75% of the universe made out of hydrogen.
An almost molecule in your body contains hydrogen. As a gas, hydrogen is highly flammable, colorless, and odorless. The name of hydrogen came from the Greek word meaning water and generate, because when you mix with oxygen, you get H2O. Hydrogen gas is very light, about 14 times lighter than air. That's why it has all been used in early erosion, but not only in Greek result. This is the procedure on how we make water power. First, we need
2-liter bottle, plastic wrap, duct tape, index card, yarn, stopwatch, hobby knife, scissors,
and a wooden dowel. Second things to do is wrap the index card and fold. Third, we need to measure the size of the bottle before we cut to equalize the size of the hole. Fourth, insert the index card and make hole into the base of plastic bottle. I'll insert the stick inside the bottle. And last, put the yarn in the neck of the bottle because roll the yarn is to control the movement of the water power.
Have you ever imagined yourself on a planet without running water or electricity? Or have you ever considered what would happen if there was no water? What if the power goes out? What will become of us? Let us now discuss the importance of water and electricity to mankind. What is water and its importance? Water is one of the essential resources on the entire earth. It is the basic need of energy life form on earth. Above 70% of our body contains water, so it's pivotal for the human race to survive. Water is very important, especially for our domestic, industrial, and agricultural purposes. We can live without food for some days, but we cannot live without water. So, we must use water wisely and also save water for our future generations. What is electricity and how does it work? Why do we need electricity? Electricity is all around us and is briefly defined as the flow of electric change. We use electricity comfortably in our daily lives, and it is one of our most important types of energy and power that we use. There are many uses of electricity, and those are our refrigerator, radios, tape recorder, and TV sets. They cannot work without electricity, of course. And that is why electricity has become part of our life.